Um, Together we've built over 5 million square feet of development. We own and operate now about 2 million square feet. We have some award-winning projects. In fact, Jim's project in Bronxville, New York, won a national award, high-end residential development. We've done CVS shopping centers. We've done hotels. And we think that we will leave a property in an A condition. That's why we were surprised when we saw Goshen. And that's why we're pretty confident that you'll be surprised when we leave Goshen. Our plan represents a complete overhaul. As I said before, you can't fix Goshen. You just can't fix Goshen Plaza. So what we plan to do is take down everything in a series of construction activities, build a new CVS first, completely redo the parking lot, not resurface it, redo it, take it down to dirt, replace all utilities, all drainage. And then when CVS is built, take down the rest of the shopping center so that there will be no interruption at all for the CVS service. We think communities need to be, some words come to mind, they're really important in the way we do our business. Sustainability, diverse workforce. We will do everything we can to hire contractors from Orange County. That's a commitment we'll make to you now. It serves, I think, 2 purposes. One, we get people who understand the lay of the land better than we do. 2, it gives the community the idea that we want to be a good neighbor. We want to, if we're going to spend $50 million, more or less, with our partners, we want some of that to go to the people who live in the area. So we are committed, we've committed to Orange County already, and we'll recommit to you that wherever possible, we're going to use regional contractors. We have now, under construction, as I said before, probably $2 billion worth of real estate. In fact, I'm running a project now in Westchester County, New York, which you'll see a picture of in a moment. That's a full build-out, 3 million square feet of biomedical and research. I say that to try to instill the confidence in you that we're the right guys. We think the reason that a former partner didn't do the shopping center is because once he realized that you just couldn't put a Band-Aid on Goshen Plaza, he just didn't have the financial wherewithal. This is a tough retail market. You guys certainly know that as well as I do. It's not everybody, I think, that is willing to or is able to make a $40 or $50 million commitment like we're making. We think this is going to work. We have professionals like Aaron, Johnny C. Sorry, I forgot to introduce you before. That know what they're doing. But who can tell what the retail market's going to be in a few years? So I think that scared away some people. Luckily, we have the financial wherewithal, and we have a principal who's committed to making this project a Class A shopping center. We think that if you plan a shopping center right, even in a retail economy that seems to be going backwards, it will work. We think it needs flexibility. We think it has to be well planned. And we think we have to have the appropriate anchors. And we think we do. There's a quote from our principal. We believe in building community. That's the way we work. That's why we'll hire local contractors. That's why we have a lot of local people representing us at the planning board. It's a system that works for us. So we're certainly not going to change it. Some of the projects we've done, I think, it's important for us to establish credibility with a group such as this. If you see in the top right-hand corner, Greenwich Office Park, that's 380,000 square foot, seven buildings, over $300 million. One Sound Drive, you can see a Class A office building as well. Top right-hand corner is a CVS in Greenwich that Jim Conicelli actually built. Same with the middle is Purchase Professional Park in Westchester at 225,000 square foot Class A office building. Jim just completed the last phase of that, which is an 85,000 square foot medical office building. And something that's dear to my heart, right-hand corner, because my neighbor is 19 Bradhurst Avenue, wholly leased to Westchester Medical Center. It's about 225,000 square feet. Top right-hand corner is J-Lofts, another job that Jim built, a high-end rental development. In the middle of there is J-House, another project that used to be a Howard Johnson's. And Jim and Mr. Ferrari obviously repositioned it to a niche hotel. And down at the bottom is Villa BXV in Bronxville. This was a national award winner that I was lucky enough to work on, and they gave it to Jim, and he built it out. It's high-end condominiums. It came great. Here's something I'm very proud of. A project leader in something called the North 60. This is a public-private development with Westchester County and Ferrari Associates, wherein we will attempt to build a bioscience and medical research village on 80 acres, 60 acres that the county owns, 20 acres that we own. It'll be about 3 million square feet, including a 100-room hotel. Most importantly, 8,000 permanent jobs when it's done. Maybe $7 million in rent. Most importantly, $9 million in taxes. And this is the reason most of us are still here. When our principal and his wife lost their daughter about 25 years ago, they realized that Westchester County and the region didn't really have a world-class children's hospital. They do now. That's the Maria Ferrari Children's Hospital. It's right out my back door, and it was a passion for the Ferraris. So what's going to happen in Goshen? Why are we so bullish on it? Number one is today. From day one, we felt that there's a pro-business sentiment. We're not sure why. We just want to cash in on it. But when we hear things like Woodbury Commons expanding, when we see what Legoland is doing, how quickly, and the amount of money they're going to be putting into this community, and we see what Amy's Kitchen is doing, well, we say we want to be with you guys. And that's kind of one of the reasons why we got excited, even after our initial vision of the Goshen Plaza Shopping Center. There it is, folks. There's the much noted parking lot. And please don't ask Jim or me how we're going to patch it anymore, because we can't do it. 58,000 square feet of mostly empty retail, 13.7 acres. And here's what we hope it's going to be. Still 13.7 acres. About 107,000 square feet of rental space. Now understand, all of this is subject to approval for the Goshen Planning Board. We've had 2 meetings so far. We're back on the 26th. As you can see, it's different than it used to be. I said before, our first reaction was the back is the front and the front is the back. That's true. I don't know why they did it that way. We're not going to do it that way. We're going to have CVS as one anchor and a grocery store on another anchor. Who is that grocery store? Unfortunately, we can't tell you. We can't tell you until they tell us to tell you. We can assure you, though, we know what we're doing, and we haven't come this far to tell you we're not going to have a grocery store. We are. From the first day we met Colorado, he said, you better give me a grocery store. And we've all been living with that and hope to be able to announce who it is really soon. There's the plan. As you can see, there's a standalone pharmacy. You can see the grocery store in purple. You see 2 blue retail pads. And you see neighborhood stores, I guess, in the, I'm not sure what color that is. What looks like a pool is really a retention pond. If you know the site, it's all wet over there anyway, so we're not really changing anything. But we are going to have a state-of-the-art stormwater system. The drainage has to be 100% redone. It's just not appropriate for what we're going to do. The CVS pharmacy is going to be a drive-through, standalone, which you've seen in many other CVSs. It's their design, and they're very firm about how and what they want. But we promise no interrupted service. Literally, Jim will build the CVS first with other things, including the parking lot, and the existing CVS will remain open throughout construction until CVS has a permit to open, at which point Jim and his team will knock down the rest of the store. That was critical to them, and it was critical to us. What can I say about the parking lot, other than what you see is not going to be there anymore? We will literally take it down to dirt, new lighting, new striping, new signage. The Goshen Plaza will have new entrances and exits for Matthews and Close, separate access points for deliveries. It's going to be planned and built like a regular shopping center should, like you guys deserve. Step one, and we can go into this later on in the questions if you want. First thing we're going to do is we're going to demo some of the existing structure. As I said, we're going to leave the CVS. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to hopefully open the new CVS. By that time, most of the parking lot will be done, as will some of the stores. Then we're going to knock down any buildings that remain and complete the supermarket. We hope it's going to go from the top right to the bottom right. We think that if things keep going as they are, with the planning board, we hope for approval from the Village of Goshen sometime in April or May. They're doing their due diligence appropriately. Their professionals are responding to what they've seen, and we're trying to respond in kind. Things seem to be going along fairly well. It would be great if we get our approval in April or May. We would like to start in May or June. And when we start, trust me, we will start. So if the planning board works with us, we can start the construction in May and hopefully have a CVS opening in winter of 2020. Maybe spring of 2021, depending on weather. And then, of course, supermarket opening at sometime at the end of 2021. What else is going to happen? Well, we think that right now, there's 47 people working there. Of course, there might have been a store closed overnight that I don't know, so there might be less than 47. What do we think we're going to have when we're finished? 238. That's a hard number, folks. That's a number that some of the Goshen County economic development people have really looked at and asked us to show them facts and figures as to why. So if we can leave here and redo a shopping center and give about 90-something more jobs, 190 more jobs than we have, I think that'll be good for us and for you. One of the things that we think is wrong is the whole way you enter the shopping center. And working with our engineers and the village professionals, we think we've changed that dramatically. What you see here is, finally, you see a couple of standalone pads. I think that's important. We think that's important. In closing, first of all, thank you for coming. We can't believe it, the outpouring of support. We have the financial wherewithal, we have the experience, and we have the desire. We've never done a project that has not been successful, and we have every reason to believe that we will give you what you're expecting and more. We hope to begin in the summer, as I said. You'll get a CVS, you'll get your grocery store, and hopefully you'll have some more neighborhood retail to support it. And I hope I can be here 2 years from now and tell you what we've done and make you feel as good about it as we do. So for all of us on the Goshen Plaza team, to all of you, thank you very much. We'll be as open and transparent with you as you need us to be. And I'm sure you'll see Jim or me on the site every day. If I'm on the site, I'll be having coffee. If Jim's on the site, he'll be building it. So thank you all. Any questions? The team is here, so yes.